Hey guys, this is Eric Weingartner with Weingartner Racing. Today's video is Saturday, so it's an update type of video. It's a voiceover, which I know several of you don't like, but I'm just trying to get some stuff done in a way. I'm pretty busy. But anyway, here's the dyno Mule. For those that don't know, this is a 406 small block Chevy. I gathered all the parts and I had Gary Dunsworth build the engine. This will be used to test a whole bunch of different variety of things. It finally made it on the dyno on Thursday and Friday. And here's kind of the rundown of it. 406 small block Chevy. I think it's 11:2-1 compression ratio. AFR 195 and Forcer head. They're as cast. Nothing has been done to those. It's got an AFR 4811 intake manifold that has not been port matched. Both of those were provided by AFR. I want to be upfront with that. They actually gave those. So I don't want that kind of skewing what people think about me giving the numbers, but they did provide those. It's got an Urson saw roller cam, which was also provided for free from Urson, which is a 260, 270, 108 lobe separation, 680 lift on both sides with a 1.6 rocker, Jessel rockers. It's got a scat rotating assembly of forged crank, rods, and Racetech flat top pistons. Anyway, in the comments right now, I want you to guess what it made for power. I won't tell you in this video. It'll be a later one. But guess what you think it made. I'll go ahead and give you one clue. It is over 500. But trust me, you'll get to see the numbers. On Monday, so today as I'm recording this is Saturday, but on Monday I will be at the dyno and I will be changing manifolds. So I've got, it looks like 7 different manifolds to try. If you need to watch the other videos, I'm not going to list them here to see what all is going to be done, but they will be tested. So far, we've already tested a few things, or Gary did while I wasn't there. He tested different carbs, and he also tested different spacers. I have to say that's a little unusual as well because it gave very different results from what I'm used to seeing. Anyway, that's that, and it's coming up. Next thing, production is messed up in the shop. I'll go ahead and tell you. I feel bad for the customers that I have. I'm doing my best to overcome this. What you see here is an AFR 265 big block Chevy head. I ordered it 12/31 of 21. That's right. So it took a year and a month to come in. So the reason why it says my production's messed up is, one, all that dyno stuff that I'll be gone on Monday for, but also swimming, which we'll get to in a minute. But this head, because it showed up, it bumped everybody else back because the guy's been waiting more than a year. So I have to say sorry to Mr. Robinson, and because it takes me a week and a half to port a set of heads. His was supposed to be up next. This one take priority because it's been gone so long. So Mr. Robinson, yours got messed up. Yours is pushed back a week, and also I can't remember another guy's name. Another set of Dragon Slayers, they are also pushed back. Mr. Whitman, I believe your name is. Yours got bumped back too. Also, She-Rum, you're the next one after that. So hopefully I will have arranged my time and get it better taken care of because I'm going to have to come in and start working nights. In other words, I usually get out here about 7:30, 8 o'clock, somewhere like that in the morning. I usually work till 7 o'clock at night. But I think what I'm going to have to do in the following weeks just to make up time is I'll spend about an hour and a half with the family, come back about 9:30 work till, or come back about 9, I guess, work till 11:30, and do that till I can get back up in the normal schedule so things don't get so far behind. So this head coming in was just great for that one customer, but it bumped everything else and messed up the schedule. Had it been on time a year ago, it wouldn't have been a big deal. Next thing, that's messing up the schedule. This is my son. This is a picture of me and him. This is after he found out he made the state swim team. And the reason why that kind of messes up the schedule is because I'm not missing any of his swim stuff. It just isn't going to happen. I don't care how much someone pays me. I'm just not doing it. So because he qualified for state, which you can watch my other videos for that, his state swim meet is Thursday and Friday. So, of course, I won't be doing any work because I'll be in Edmond. That's like 2 hours away from here, watching him swim because it looks like they've got preliminaries on Thursday. So remember, there's 24 swimmers. He made the 24th spot. If he makes the top 16, which is going to be very tough, he will be in the finals, which will race on Friday. He's only in one event because that's the only one he qualified. But here's the other thing. The reason why I'm recording this right now is because he has 2 different swim things he does. He swims for the high school. He also swims for a club. Now, a club also has their state meets. They're a little bit different than the high school one. The high school ones are a little bit harder to make in a way. In high school, you have to be the 24th fastest in the state, period. In club, there's a certain time, and you have to make it, and then you qualify. So he's already qualified for 2 events for the club thing, but he wanted to see if he could qualify for more events. So Friday, today, Saturday, and tomorrow, he's also swimming again to see if he can qualify for other stuff. And again, I'm not missing it. So that also messes up schedule, but you got to do what you got to do. Next thing has to do with phone calls. My phone, this iPhone 14, is the absolute biggest piece of crap ever invented by mankind, I almost think, because oddly enough, I haven't been getting that many calls this week, except from spam calls. Now I have an AT&T service, and I've got Active Armor, and you would think that this says spam or telemarketer when it pops up on your screen, they would also block that call because I've set it up to block those calls. But no, those keep going through. And here's the bad part. I can hear them crystal clear, but here's the worst part. Customers have been calling, and I can hear everything they're saying, and they hear half of what I'm saying, and it's cutting out badly. And never did it before, but it decided now, hey, you only need half the conversation. So I feel bad because it makes me so... Usually I'm not the happiest on the phone anyway, for those who've ever called knows that. But it makes it worse whenever it keeps hanging up, so I'm getting so mad at the phone, and the customers probably think I'm mad at them. But I am not. It's my phone, because we're now calling back and forth 3 or 4 times. It's ridiculous. Of course, I called AT&T and everything looks good, looks great. As we're talking and I'm discussing their call crapability, the phone hangs up on them. So I'm like, no, it's clearly going on something. And they're like, no, looks fine, but we'll have someone look into it, which means we're going to delay you and nothing's really going to get accomplished. But anyway, so bear with me on the phone thing. Since you stuck around, look at this. This is one of the things that's getting tried on the dyno. See if you can figure out what I'm trying to do, because this is one thing I just thought, what the hell, let's give it a shot. This is a mad scientist thing, and it's probably going to be an utter failure. But anyway, I'm going to give it a shot. Here's the idea with it. There's a reflective wave on each cylinder, and then there's another wave that's actually going into the cylinder. So I'm trying to capture the bounce back wave and shove it to the other cylinder that's trying to take that wave. This may be a complete failure, but essentially they're just lines going everywhere. And I'll explain it later in another video. But this will also be tested. In case you're wondering what's the manifolds that'll be tested first, right now it's already got the 4811 that's been tested. I'm going to do the Super Victor first, and then the Brodix BM1000, and go from there. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm probably going to break down the whole video segment of me doing all those intakes into different views. Because let's face it, you guys don't have time to watch an hour video. You know what I mean? Some of you are like, yeah, I do. Most of you don't. And I get it. I don't even have time to sit down and watch an hour video. Usually when I see they're that long, I kind of just skip on them. So I'm going to break them down in parts. I think I'm going to do 3 at a time. That's a video. That'll probably make it last between 15 and 20 minutes anyway, showing all the stuff and talking about things that have gone wrong with them or weird things that happen with them. Which you're like, oh, you just pop up the data. Trust me, people are still going to ask, so might as well do the whole video. So chances are this is going to be in 3 videos with these manifolds, just to explain things. Also, I told you I was going to try to print a book. That is correct. It will cost $10 more than whatever it cost me. So if it cost me $5 to make the the little book with all the data with this dyno test, it would cost you $15 plus whatever shipping is. So the book could end up costing probably $20. And now, if you are interested, it's really simple. All you have to do is email me, weingartnerracing@gmail.com. I'll compile a list of how many copies I need to get made. You get the idea. If you're not interested, that's fine. I just know it's really hard to see some of the data on YouTube as far as on the screen stuff, especially when I do a whole dyno sheet. And some of you are like, you didn't let it sit on there long enough. Get it? That's why having a hard copy in front of me would be amazing. So anyway, that's that. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. It's a longer video, but I got to get to taking a shower so I can get him to his swim that starts at 8 o'clock in the morning and will last all the way till 7 o'clock tonight. You guys, take care.